Good morning once again. Good is simply being said out of politeness. It is now 9:30 in the morning, and as you're about to see, I'm having my first cup of coffee. Oh, this has not been a good morning. From about 6 this morning, our neighbors, bless their little souls, have decided to serenade the community with karaoke. My favorite thing to wake up to. I suppose I should take this back a step and put a label on this. We'll call this Applied Buddhism 101, Beginner's Buddhism. It is gotten to the point, after years of this, where I don't know what else to do. Today I contacted a lawyer. I'll see if he can suggest anything, and if we can bring this to court and force them to behave or go to jail or pay out a lot of money in fines. That might be one way to do it. Don't know that it will, but we have tried everything else we can think of. We have talked to them. We suggested to them when they decided to move in next to us about 3 or 4 years ago, give or take, that it was probably not in their best interest to do this because their lifestyle was not really a lifestyle that fit into the community we live in, and they would probably not enjoy themselves. Their lifestyle is a style of drunk, gang-related in that her husband, who's now probably same age as me, somewhere in his late 50s, early 60s, was a member of a gang on this mountain that intimidated people, stole, murdered, and got away with it because they were quite willing to use their bolos because there were more of them than of good people. So they'd wait till they were drunk and you were alone, and then they'd kill you. Or steal from you or threaten you. That changed about 10 years ago when we arrived. They did try to kill us, or me. It didn't work. It's a long story. I just wasn't particularly brave. I didn't realize what they were trying to do, so when I stopped, turned, and waited for them, they got confused and ran away in fear. I got lucky, I suppose. But since that time, they have the gang has been broken up, mostly. But there's still a few of them, and they moved in right beside us. And when they moved in, I told them, you don't want to do this. Our lifestyles don't get along well, and you really shouldn't be here. Go find somewhere else to live, you'll be much happier. Oh, well, they didn't believe me. They thought they could intimidate and scare us the way they did everybody else. And they're good at it. About a month ago, their gang stole a chicken. These guys are vicious, let me tell you. Yeah, they stole a chicken. Brought it down to their house, slaughtered it, ate it, got drunk, yelled and screamed, and as one of their neighbors put it, single lady, 4 children, who's in her 40s, 50s, and she said she was so scared she peed her panties. 2 times ago, not the last time. The last time was today, but 2 times ago, when I asked them to turn it down, they all came out of their house and told me, this is a quote, and it's vulgar, but it gives you an idea. 14-year-old girl told me to go fuck my ass and laughed at me. I said, hey, I'm going to get the police to come up here. You know that. And they laughed. Well, they laughed for about half an hour till the police came up, and then they all snuck away. I mean, they have thrown garbage in our yard. They have broken our fence. They stand out there and challenge us to come out so they can kill us. Been going on for years, and Fact is, I'm about fed up with it. Need a little more coffee. Hold on. Oh, that's better. So today, when they cranked it up, I talked with them a bit. I suggested that it really has to stop, that nobody liked them, nobody wanted them. There is not we live in a community, let me be really blunt about this. We live in a community of 100, 150 houses, shacks, Nipa huts, call them what you want. People live in them. They've got water and electricity. It's third world poverty, or at least what some think of it is. The people up here that work hard make money. The people that don't are drunks and thieves. They live hand to mouth. There's good people and bad people here. But out of the whole community, if there were 150 homes here, if you were to do a survey, you'd find about 130 of them would prefer having Brian and Myra for their neighbor, and 20 would tolerate or enjoy Anacrita. That's being generous. The old gang would put up with them. But there is, we've tried everything. We've tried talking. We've tried barangay officials. We've tried the police. So now today I got hold of a lawyer. And it's entirely possible that we can go to court, win the case, and the next time they decide to be idiots, then we can have the police come up, record it. They will have the court order enforced, and they will either go to jail or be fined. I like that idea. Not much, but I like it. Now, it shows the complexity to me of applied Buddhism. It seems that from one point of view, we're forcing our standards on them. Yeah, we are. But then again, our standards would ensure that that child, that 4-year-old child or 5-year-old child that's in the house will quit going deaf, will not be surrounded by drunks and by violence and obscene parties, and may have a chance of growing up to be a decent person. Forcing our standards on them means that other people in the community will not live in fear. Forcing our standards on them may even keep that stupid son of a bitch husband alive a little longer so he doesn't get killed by being drunk and stupid. So are we being friendly to them? Are we providing friendship and metta? You decide. I've tried everything else, and I'm doing this at least now not out of anger. And before I went out there with a dog and a big club, literally. Actually, it was a bamboo sword, not a club, but it was a real big dog. And I challenged them, and they wouldn't do anything because it was daylight and they weren't drunk and people could see them. But I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do this friendly, with friendship. And if I can't do that, I want to do it legally and calmly. We're working on calm. I just got an email from She Who Must Be Obeyed. That'd be my wife, by the way. And her reply to my text that I contacted a lawyer was, "So it goes that way, does it?" And my answer to her was, "If it has to." And she hasn't replied because she can't think of anything else either. She's got a doctoral in peace and development and teaches this stuff. And has quite a good reputation for being good in her field, but nothing she's done works with these people. It's sort of like the Dalai Lama put it one day, if I recall correctly. You can't talk to somebody that's got no ears and has only got a mouth. That's where we are. Anyway, anybody got any suggestions other than courts and violence, let me know, because I'm right out of ideas. I love you. Take care, and let me know what you think of this. Bye-bye.